Interesting, So's not going to get that hammer yet. Or the ice rod, for that matter. The ice rod, you don't really need to get that for a while. The hammer, we do need. Okay, not sure if that block was pushed on purpose, and we don't need the chest. No, we need the chest. Definitely need that chest. Moon Pearl, and then a small key out there, which, yeah, So's coming back for it. Okay, that's got to be an important small key. Yeah, the first 10 minutes or so of a spoiler race is very, very hectic as the pilot goes through to try and figure out what their runner needs to do. At some point, they get to kind of relax a little bit. Yeah, that Total Rock small key may not be hard required. We technically only need 3 to get through the dungeon, but that one's easy enough to get that you grab it regardless. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, so now we have... Oh, that's not good. Okay, now we're down to just using the hammer. Hammer on Moldorms is terrible. Okay, we're through. And we get a big key to Hera. Okay, that's interesting. Because we don't... I mean, it could be we just don't have the hookshot available before whatever's in Hera, so we just need to use it to climb. We also have a pod small. So, up to 5 hearts, which is nice. Oh, yeah, Oasi wants a bomb. Has none. Oh, that's not ideal. Could buy some. Okay, now So's gonna go get that hammer and probably the ice rod as well. Oasi going into the Dark World. If anything's in Hype Cave, he's going to need a bomb. Maybe there's just nothing in Hype Cave. Maybe he buys bombs here. It's extra. It's more expensive to buy bombs here, but if you don't need money for anything else, not a big deal. And of course, now he gets bomb drops. Ah, there's our sword. Yay. Big key. Money, and that's it. Okay, looks like we're headed over to Pod, which, with one small key, no bow, and beeping hearts. Not great. Meanwhile, we're gonna see So give us the back of escape. Let's see what's over here. Boomerang. Powder. Okay, don't know if that powder is required or not. That's a really nice safety to have. Probably my favorite safety in the game. Okay, just get... Oh, nice fairy. I was gonna say, just get into the dungeon. And you'll be fine. So it looks like he's headed over towards Village of Outcasts. I'm gonna use the small key there. I assume just for this chest. Mitts. Okay. come here just for mitts. We're gonna have to come back at some point, because we do need to do pod. Not a lot in our inventory there. Alright, so on the other hand, it's gonna head over to Skull Woods and show us what's in there. Okay, Oasi also gonna pick up the powder. This could be, again, doesn't mean it's definitely needed, but remember, the runners can watch each other, the pilots can watch anybody, they can watch the restream, they can watch each other. So if you see your opponent do something like this, maybe you think, oh, I have extra time to do that. That was a Thieves' Town key. I did not see if that was a bigger or small. Okay, let's see where... Oh, we're gonna go do... Yeah, Oasi's gonna turn in that powder immediately, so there must be something good there. Oh, we got a mirror somewhere. I'm guessing that was also in Skull Woods? Oh god. No magic for Oasi there. That's not gonna work. A small key to Thieves' Oh, that's really interesting. And Thieves' Town's a pendant? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the audio, but hopefully we can get that fixed. Yeah, I am really fascinated by these Thieves' Town keys. Because you could, if it's just the big chest, you could steal a key. You could steal the key and never go to the attic. But if you have to kill blind or go to the attic, then you need both keys. You need the small key as well. So we got Oasi in Skull Woods. So in Thieves' Town, which apparently is loaded based on what we're seeing so far. Blue mail is a nice safety. We take that. There's the mirror for Oasi, okay. Still needs to find magic somewhere in order to get that Thieves small. May just go in the middle chest, you can get magic. It's a shame, because if Oasi had the cane, you could fake powder with the powder. Yeah, just grab the small pots. Unless there's something in this chest. Small key to Castle Tower. Okay. Getting all sorts of dumb small keys that may be required today. Oasi has his magic and go back and get the Thieves' Town small key. A flute. Okay, so we need the flute. We don't need to kill blind because we're not bombing out the hole. Oasi beeping again. Alright, gonna go ahead and get that. We'll get that Thieves Town small key, which we apparently need. Also gonna point out, Mire is also a pendant. So, the flute... I mean, the flute might be for desert. Okay, let's see what's in this big chest. A small key to pot. What? We went all the way out of our way for a Thieves small key to get a pot small. This is absolutely fascinating. And so is not done in Thieves Town yet. Wants to get something else here. A small key to GT. Okay, we don't really need that. And again, unless the big key to Ganon's Tower is in Ganon's Tower somewhere. And so still in Thieves Town. Also getting that Ganon's Tower small key. Misery Mire big key. So, like, everything you could possibly want, all of it is in here. Like, this is an absolutely loaded Thieves Town. There's the blue mill. Which you might as well grab, because you need to go over here anyway. Alright, so now going over to Pod, presumably to go get those mitts. Has a second pod small, so if there's something else in here, he may be able to may choose to grab it. Okay, gets through gets through Hellway. All right, so into Pod. We'll grab the mitts. And are we grabbing something else? It looks like we are. We're gonna grab whatever's in the big key chest. Which means we're gonna need another small key. Also means Oasi needs to come back for whatever this is. It's a small key to desert. Okay. Yeah, kind of like the way So routed this better with the, you know, assuming that desert small key is required. Although it may just be that since he came, you know, had the extra... No, you don't waste that pod small just for a desert small key. And, you know, because you can... It would allow you to skip a small key under a pot, but, like, that's totally not worth. Nice 20 rupee sun prize, though. And Oasi decides to do this the non-glove way, which is fine, because you're not actually picking up Zelda, the maiden, I should say. Oh, boots, okay. I assume we're going to see boots for both runners relatively soon. Although So still hasn't picked up a sword yet, so... It's going to want to pick up a sword at some point. And a fire rod over there. Okay, so flute required, despite the fact Meyer not a crystal. And that'll allow So to do desert if he wants. But I'm really curious about that desert small key, and we're gonna see in a second if that's how important that is. In the meantime, it's still no sword. So if anything goes wrong on the Landmo fight, he's gonna be having to use hammer strats. And we get a bow in there. Okay. So that's a little unfortunate for Owasi. Not able to get that bow right now. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and beat the dungeon for now. Unless he could steal the key to get the bow and come back to this later. We'll see. Yeah, looks like he is gonna just steal that key and come back and beat Landmo later. So it's just a little bit better efficiency over on So's side. Now, he still needs to get a sword. So maybe he's slightly ahead, but... It's going to be heart piece number 4 to give Owasi a refill? No. All right. Yeah, and that's all the magic for So. He's gonna have to switch. Okay, use bow strats. That's not too bad. I don't know if So runs NMG or not, but if you do, you know, you're used to this fight with the bow. Owasi gonna grab that fire rod. And money that we probably don't need. And we're heading back into the Dark Worlds. This looks like maybe a moth play. Skullwoods is a crystal. Nope. Okay. So probably headed for that sword. Grabbing the smith. Okay, we'll see whether this is smiths or purple chest. Or both. Or hammer pegs. What's in hammer pegs? Another sword. Nice. I'm guessing that's where So's headed next. Turn in the smith, get his master sword. Muscle memory was taking him over to Dig Game, and apparently Dig Game has nothing. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Tempered sword on the smiths after hammer pegs, and we don't care about the purple chest. We are fluting away. I'm gonna rescue the old man. This is easy without the lamp when you have a sword. Let's see what the old man has for us today. Bombos, which we do need to get into Turtle Rock. And Lassie's gonna stay on the mountain, presumably to do Hera. Very curious what's in the big chest. Don't necessarily need a hook shot in this seed. Swamp Palace is a pendant. I do not know the hovering prowess of either of our runners today. If anybody in chat knows. Oh, interesting. So grab the purple chest that Oasi did not. It's a small key to Turtle Rock. Okay. So that's a pretty awful Turtle Rock small key. Again, we don't need all 4 of those. So there might be another small key in a better spot. And Oasi's still continuing to pick up these pieces of heart. And not quite getting to... the Compass to Gaines Tower is not what you wanted. So we're gonna get that bombos right now. Nice fairy in a bottle. We are gonna get the big chest, so it's not just a lack of hookshot thing. For Ether to get into Mire? Oh boy. This seed is definitely bringing on the jokes today. Mire is our green pendant, so I wonder if we need the green pendant for something. I mean, just taking a look at item-wise, we have most of the items we need. We do need a Cane of Samaria, for sure. And we need keys. We need Eastern Big for sure. We need the Pod Big for sure. The PR Big for sure. And various numbers of small keys. The runners will need 3 small keys to complete TR. There's 4 out there, unless there's something in Lava Chest, in which case they'll need all 4. And we head to Paradox Cave. Yeah, other entrance. I laugh, but it's not like I've never done that before, so. Looks like Oasi finally got that 5th heart. 5 is much better than 4, for sure. There's a big key to Eastern. Hey, there's the refill. Money we don't need, money we don't need. Okay, save and quit. I assume So's gonna head over there and get that Eastern big key as well. See, Oasi's got that flute ready to go. No, not quite. He's gonna go to the Dark World. So gonna be using the little used top of Paradox Cave entrance to get there. Wouldn't surprise me if that's faster. Oasi realized, nope, we're doing Cave 45. There's a small key. Is this a Turtle Rock small key? A pod small key. Yeah, we do need one more of those. At least one more of those. we're headed back. They're both headed back for Misery Mire. There's nothing else to do over here, so we're going into Mire. We went and got that Ether Medallion just for Pendant Mire. What does Pendant Mire have? Is it the green pendant, or is there something else? We do have the big key, so... Could be the big chest. So it's probably either big chest, vitreous, or green pendant. Nice sync on that bonk. That was really cool. Okay, both runners muscle memorying down the stairs and then realizing, no, I need to be here. Because whatever we want is in the big chest. That was pretty good. The sync in Mire has been incredible. Castle Tower! We need to kill Aga for something! We've already gotten one Castle Tower cube. That could just be the chest, but we would only get 2 if there's something on Lumberjack. So this is very fascinating. Yeah, that sync in Misery Mire was pretty epic. Oh, we are going to Aegina here. That is not going to work because unfortunately you can't mirror on those little skull guys. So we're going to mirror here instead. I think So maybe is ready to go kill Moth. Maybe this is a different Turtle Rock key. I'm expecting there's going to be a Turtle Rock key that Owasi picks up that So won't, since So is the only one to pick up the Turtle Rock small in the purple chest. But this is a big key. We need that. That's a pod big. We need that. So that's 3 pod keys and a pod big key. Owasi can finish pod now, or I shouldn't say finish it. Can beat the boss. If there's anything else he needs in pod, he's not going to be able to get it. He's going to want to get that. He's going to need to get that Desert Small. So he can beat Desert later. Looks like we're just killing Moth. We're not going to open any chests here. Or open one chest here. Owasi's also going to beat Eastern while he's here. Might as well do them both at the same time. And gonna still give So a slight edge, just because having already done Desert, Owasi needs to go back for Desert at some point. You don't have a hookshot. No hookshot, gotta go do this the long way. Item-wise, the only thing we need is a Cane of Samaria and possibly a hookshot. There's a small key to Swamp Palace. Oh boy, another pendant dungeon we get to dip. Oh baby. I guess that shouldn't surprise anybody since we did pick up flippers. And Swamp Palace wouldn't require the flippers. But anything else you want to do, you could skip the flippers if you want. Alright, so I was going to pick up this big key. And not bad for hearts in this seed. A lot of full container hearts in really good places, I'd say. Looks like that's the only thing we're picking up is that heart container and the small key. And there's the Dark Palace big key for So. Probably going to head over to Pod Eastern. Or might do the Aga play now. I mean, it's got to be a cane. It could be a cane. It could be our hook shot, or it could be a key we need. Hard required keys at this point. If Lava Chest says something, it could be the Turtle Rock. Could be the last Turtle Rock key. I doubt it. Because I'm again assuming Oasi's not gonna that we need only 3, and that's why Oasi didn't pick up the purple chest key. Ice Palace big key shouldn't be required. Silvers on our most knights is nice. So nice bow locked bow. So you had to do some sort of double dip of pod. Also, so demonstrating that if you have Fire Rod, doing Aga Tower without a lamp is not too bad. Though not in logic. It's funny, the reason why it's not in logic is the easy rooms don't have torches. All the difficult rooms have torches. This one in particular. The maze room isn't too bad. It's kind of like doing pod maze, only not quite as familiar because you don't do it as often. You do need this key, though. There's that small key to desert for Oasi, and presumably is now just going to go ahead and finish off Helmasaur. I do wonder where the lamp is that we're doing Dark Aga, or Fire Rod Aga. We might still get it at some point, and you just never know. The lamp could be just in an inconvenient spot, not a god-awful spot, but... It will not be on Helmasaur, though. Helmasaur is behind the lamp. Another set of rooms where the most difficult room is the turtle room, and that's the one that has a torch, so... Runners will regularly skip the lamp to do pod. And most will do this in the dark completely if they absolutely have to. I don't see a whole lot of full-on Dark Agas, though. Not in any mode. Really, I can't think of a mode where, other than multi, we're doing full-on Dark Aga is a reasonable play to do. There we go. Got the torch. Sword Beam's trolling Oasi a little bit there. Does get through the turtles. This will be crystal number 3 in just a second for Oasi. I wonder if Soul will just route this straight into pod. Yeah, that I actually really like that if that's what he's doing. You can go to pod, do pod and Eastern together from the pyramid. And then go pick up whatever it is on the lumberjack. Meanwhile, Oasi, having just finished pod, is going to flute away. Oh, there's another thing here. What are we getting under the bridge? A big key. Gotta be the Turtle Rock big key. That's all we got left. Looks like Oasi's gonna go ahead and do his Aga clear. Okay, what do we got here? We're about to find out. It's the hook shot! Oh, it's a hover seed! Unless there's something behind the hook shot in swamp, and then it's not a hover seed. Since we are gonna go to swamp for something. There's something in swamp. We don't pick up that small key unless we're going in there. And frankly, we don't pick up the flippers unless we're going in there. Yeah, Wasi also almost forgetting to grab this small key. Is heading over for the swamp small as well. Will get to do this the way he wants to do with that hook shot. Picks up that extra heart. Both runners now at 9 hearts. Oh, sorry, at 8 hearts. Picks up an extra pod small. Actually, no, wait, that is the third one. Wasi picked one up at K45, I think. I don't think so ever picked up. That, I feel like that big chest is a little more on path than K45. There's just a lot of little things in this route. It's just been just a bit cleaner on the boing boing boinger side. Very nice Armos fight by So. Picks up the silvers. And we'll presumably go back into pod. Meanwhile, Awasi is going to go probably pick up that hook shot. Oh, wait. There were, yeah, what did we get in the well? Again, it's tower small. Again, it's okay. We went out of our way for 2 Ganon's Tower smalls. Now I'm really curious that Ganon's Tower big key, which we do need, must be in GT. There's no reason you go out of your way to pick up those Ganon Tower small. And 3 gets you the entire dungeon. No matter how you route it, as long as you don't open up the middle door at the beginning. There's literally nothing else that could be in GT that we need, since we don't actually need to do any pendants. This is not all dungeons. There's hookshot for Owasi. So we were just missing key. We're basically missing Turtle Rock big keys. Or sorry, Turtle Rock small keys. And Canis Samaria. Let's see. Swamp Palace has got to have some of those things. Okay, this looks like it's going to be Skull Woods for Owasi. But yeah, basically is down a dungeon because still has to do desert. And so it's going to be up 2 crystals in just a second, but Owasi will catch up very quickly with the moth kill. We're still missing, I'm going to say 2 TR smalls. We'll see if Owasi ends up picking up the one in purple chest. Alright, so what is going to be in Swamp that we need? That we need the flippers, the small key, and potentially the hookshot for? I assume that's where we're going now on So's side. There's got to be a Canis Samaria in here, otherwise you might as well go do ice. And we are going to Swamp. See where Owasi goes. He might do, clean up desert first. We'll see. But yeah, but continues to be that desert palace behind. The routing that So did, where he got the mitts and the desert small key at the same time. This is a hard required double dip of pod, since pod had the desert small, which allows you to go back to desert to pick up a bow to go back and beat pod. And since the other bow is bow locked, hard required double dip. Owasi chose to get the mitts and leave. Yeah, you got that key already. Muscle memory, always a thing. Where So waited until he had 2 pod keys and was able to pick up the desert small, which was at the big key chest. And was able to do desert while the runners were over here getting the bow. Whereas Owasi stole the key to get the bow and now has to come back and do this fight. Alright, hookshot, hard required. Not a hover seed. What are we getting here? It's gotta be the Canis Samaria. Small key to Turtle Rock. There's one more Turtle Rock small key we haven't seen. There's the Canis Samaria. That's everything that So needs. Owasi's still missing a Turtle Rock big key. We know there's one on the purple chest. And I'm assuming, I'm just making the assumption at this point that the Ganon's Tower big key is just at Ganon's Tower. Since we've picked up a bunch of extra GT smalls. I mean, technically, in this mode, You don't need to grab any GT smalls. You can just steal the pot key. Ideally, you'd like to have 1 or 2, so you don't have to go out of your way to steal that pot key. Ah, one of, apparently we are not going to see a diver down from Owasi. One of his teammates, Trinex, in chat, informing us he doesn't do bomb diver down. I can understand. I actually still haven't learned bomb diver down. We'll get to see the statue pushed. I am curious where this last Turtle Rock small key is going to end up being. We still need one more on Owasi's side for 2Pearl2Furious. Yeah. Wait, what just happened? Did So forget to hit the switch? Because we definitely saw a mirror out of there. I can't say that's a classic. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Didn't hit the switch. Classic issue. The muscle memory is, you know, it is a little bit faster unless for most key layouts, it's faster to not hit the switch. But if you don't have the big key, you have to hit the switch. Okay, what was in the other chest there? Was it 2 small keys to? It does have. It happens all the time. Okay, there's Kane to Samara for Owasi. Oh, Meyer small. We don't need that. Alright, Owasi gonna head over to Ice Palace. Hopefully he remembers to hit the switch. Gain him a little bit of time here. Still needs another Turtle Rock small key, though. Also still needs to pick up the Turtle Rock big key, which is, if I recall, at the is under the bridge. So we'll be able to do that right after this is done. I wonder if there's a Turtle Rock small key somewhere in ice that he'll pick up. Maybe it's... Oh, the lamp. Okay. Well, I was gonna look that up. Now I don't have to. Oh, Owasi, go hit the switch. Go hit the switch. You don't have the big key. No, go. Oh, our runners today making all the same classic mistakes. That's not ideal. It's gonna be our... It does happen. It does happen. So heading up to Turtle Rock with those 3 Turtle Rock small keys. Still wondering where that fourth one is. And this is where Owasi gets the bad news. Okay. Oh, yep. Something. Oh, is the big key just in here? This is not faster. But if the big key is in here, it is faster to do this than it is to leave. Okay, he is gonna leave. It's weird that some of these little errors just have creeped up on both our runners' play. Okay, with 3 small keys, the big thing that So has to be aware of is don't open the door when you steal the pokey key. Oh, this is not ideal. You might have enough for 1 more block. Oh, there's a small key in Chain Chomps. Okay, so now So can skip the pokey key, assuming that there's nothing important in the lava chest. And given our assumption that the big key to GT, which the only thing we're missing, is in GT, he's gonna do that. Yeah, and Oase with no magic will be fine. I'm a little more worried about the 2 hearts, because the magic pots will refill him, and he'll be able to use a Bombos cast. We'll have just enough magic for that, because he doesn't have to use the Cane of Samari for that block. Now, the difference in the small key situation, I'm not convinced turning in the purple chest is faster than picking up the pokey key. So I don't know if that, it's probably pretty darn close. Oh, this doesn't look good on So's side for the... So the nice thing about this room is if you mess it up, just hold up and it'll take you back to the beginning. That health is not ideal. And no bottle, well, no potion. Yeah, pull out that hook shot. We have no safeties other than powder. But with powder, he is going to be able to, powder an anti-fairy. But I think we're lost. Are we lost again? No, I think we're good. No, we're not? Okay, I'll try and keep an eye on what Owassi's doing until he unfreezes. But is on his way up to Turtle Rock, so... It looks like Owassi's going to be entering Turtle Rock around the time that So's finishing it. So basically a Turtle Rock behind. So at this point, So has to make a mistake. And with that fairy in a bottle, it makes it a little less likely. I think we have another fairy somewhere. Alright, chat. Time to find that GT Big Key. Don't get a whole lot of GT Big Key guessing games here, although this won't be the normal kind. You can go ahead and guess where it is if you like. Or some of you may have looked at this fora log, so no. And we head to the left. Oof. All right, through. I'm really curious where this GT Big Key is that we needed so many small keys. Gotta be in here, right? Yep, there's the big key. And a gold sword, for good measure. We actually have one more small key than we needed. Okay, I know we can't see it, but Owasu's about to do the Trinex fight. We are decked out, though, for a spoiler log seed to have 8 hearts, all 4 swords, silvers. Blue mail. We do have powder, although So's got to be a little bit careful. Down to 1 heart. We can get through this. He can powder the bunny beam, which does mess up Landmo. Okay, we're not gonna powder the bunny beam. It does do, yeah, because the way because this is the same super tile. It changes the timing of the land. I mean, it doesn't actually change the timing. It's just that you get into the room and they're already starting to come out. But, I mean, I don't know if we haven't seen any evidence of the runners watching the runners of the pilots watching the streams. But because you can, and because you can peek with that kind of lead, I'd have gone ahead and powdered that anti-fairy, or powdered that bunny beam. Because one of the most costly deaths you can take is a GT climb death. Now, I think we have some fairies, so that might be why he didn't. Yeah, now I think we have like 2 or 3 fairies, so maybe that's the plan is just if the fairy has to be sacrificed, then so be it. And we get all the way up here. We'll get to powder now. Save all the earth. And we get half magic for good measure at the top of Ganon's tower. And if anybody we were wondering if anybody hovered. So does hover, apparently. But this was not a hover seat, as it turns out, since we did need the hookshot to get to the Cave of Samaria. So nice aga for a hookshot, hard required seed, even with Swamp Pendant. And just as a note, Oasi chose not to pick up the gold sword. And is starting the climb now. Alright, so heading into the Ganon fight. I think he's got like 2 fairies. So he should be fine here. Especially with gold sword and silvers. Half magic. Alright, 3 more shots with those silver arrows. Oh, get a nice double there to finish it off. And that's gonna do it. Pitland, the pilot, so our runner, winning it for the Boing Boing Boingers with an official race time of 1:08:40. GG. Alright, hopefully we can get our runners into the voice call. In the meantime, looks like Wasi is going to go ahead and finish this out. I know we can't see it on the screen, but he is about to get to Aga 2. All right. We're going to wait. Yeah. So we still don't have anybody. We're waiting on the runners. Owasi's in the Ganon fight. Unfortunately, we can't see. Doing a very nice job. Already into phase 3. Oh no. Takes a fall. It's like he's going to go back for it. Just as a note, we will try and get everybody into the voice call, but I can't invite them until the race is finished, with the exception of So, who can come in if he wants. We're also going to make use of some fairies this time. Went in with only 2.5 hearts to the refight. Yeah, okay, we are back into... We are in phase 4, and Owasi is doing a silverless fight, because why not? All right, finishes with an official race time of 1:14:50. All right. We have some people in the setup. All right, we got our race winner. So we got our pilot for the other side, Scary Olive. GG's, everyone.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see if you. I don't know if you pulled up the stream at any point, but Oasi's been frozen for a while. It's not an issue on his stream, but yeah.
Yeah, you missed a good fall on Ganon and a death somewhere.
Yeah, I was watching. I had the stream pulled up.
We were a bit checked out at this point, so it probably wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the issue we had in ice. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, it is what it is.
It was interesting that both runners forgot to hit the switch. So
Really?
like, yeah. Everyone forgot to hit the switch.
Did you also remember like super late or?
Nah, I remember when I was already on. I had just entered freezer, and I remembered I have just clipped the stairs, and I didn't hit the switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit, not that much earlier.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
one room before.
I guess if I was watching the race at this point, I would have seen that and I could remember it was but I was still like trying to make sure I don't forget anything. So I was
that's fair.
My notes.
Yeah, I talked to Pete that I had to hit the switch right before entering ice, but then we were talking back and forth what was left in ice and TR that I should have done, and I completely blank out on on hitting
I think I was we were checking for the lamp if it was worth it to get. I was looking at the I know I had it open, but I no audio. And I just saw you were ahead of us in TR in ice, and with the same. So I was like, we have to skip the lamp, but it was like, no, I need the lamp for TR. So, and then I guess that's when I just didn't think to.
I mean, So had some adventures in the rail maze in TR.
Yeah, it's funny because we wasn't sure about which room was compass in ice. We thought that it was the smoky block room, the H room. That's why I opened the chest. But I had a good feeling that it maybe was Pink Waiters. But since I didn't find the lamp, oh well, let's not search for the lamp here. But it's funny that I never had trouble in TR maze, but has been a couple of Cs that I did TR lampless, and I'm always getting lost there. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it was an adventure.
Yeah, you'll pull up the practice ROM later. You'll try it again. You'll get it right away, and you'll be like, "Yeah, this is no problem."
Yeah, well, I also had anxiety about I got him without lamp. I had to convince like 2-3 times that it was really worth it to skip ice. He was like, I really like the lamp there. You're like, yeah, but Samaria and ice will save us so much time. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I tried to. I talked to Pete. I can do swamp first, right? Because I was thinking about the lamp to do not only Aga but Pod and Eastern too, just for being comfortable. But he told me, no, you can't. You don't have the smoky. Okay, but I can do ice first, right? No, having Samara will be better. Oh, I was like 3 times. I can do this first, right?
What Ice Pals is not that different.
Yeah.
So another funny moment. You all were in Misery Mire at exactly the same time. And there's this really neat little bit of sync as both of you started to go down the stairs and came back up to go to the big chest because the big chest was the only thing you needed there. So that was a bit fun. But yeah, we also had all the pendants required.
I managed to make grab none of those, so that's a big achievement for us.
Yep. So we saw that. So you would have just hovered it if you didn't need the hook shot specifically to go just a little bit deeper into Swamp Palace.
Yeah, when Pete said that we had I think a Nug small in Mire and the big the big key from Mr. Mai wasn't needed at the moment, so we were okay. We just skipped that. And then he followed all the chain of small keys until Lumberjack. It said, "Oh, it's hook shot there." And I thought, but hook's there, but swamp is a pendant. We don't need it. We can skip everything. And then we found some martyr on the back of
Yep.
swamp. Yeah, okay, we gotta go back, and that's why I had to return to the Thieves Town because I already skipped the B key on the front.
Yeah, okay, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Scary Owl was Owasi. Would he have been able to hover? Would he have been able to skip
according to him, I know that he can hover, like, but I don't know how often he has practiced it recently. So
Okay.
I can't guarantee he would have gotten it first try, like did here. But yeah, when I saw hookshot there, I was like, oh, we're hover seek, dude. He's like, okay. And then when I saw them somewhere, I was like, oh,
not so much.
Yeah, and now thinking about the seed at this point here, after it all is done, I think like we lost a bit of time at like getting the powder and the Thieves Town small, and because I think we needed not as much pod keys that I thought.
Yeah, the biggest.
I thought we needed more.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I could see was the Boingers pod was a little more efficient because they waited until they had two, because it was a hard required double dip because of where the bows were, and got the desert small key at the same time as the mitts.
So so the second one they got was the K41, I guess.
No, we got the Magic Bat one.
Eastern Big Chess had one.
Now, Eastern was our third, just to beat Helma, but we had one from, I think, one from the early game, and then I got the magic powder on Backscape just to grab the Thieves small to go to Thieves big to get the second.
Yeah, I think we got this one too, but in the end we ended up with one extra. And it was on K45, and I think
I didn't grab the
K45 is
K45.
way faster than going like if we do Thieves Town, but yeah, I thought that doing Thieves Town before the boost was not good, so we decided to do twice the pod. But
yeah, I mean, maybe if you'd gotten the boots for Thieves Town, instead of. I don't know. It was just, that was the biggest thing I noticed, was just that the fact that when So went to the desert mire area.
Oh no, you couldn't
clear
get
everything.
boots with Thieves Town because you needed.
Yeah. The thing is that we single dip desert.
Yep.
We grab the bow, grab the fire rod on checkerboard, and beat Lemo, while we were grabbing the boots.
That was
and then we went to do everything else in the game.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, there's probably other little things as well, but to me that was like the biggest factor, was just that efficiency of being able to finish desert right there.
Yeah.
And we'll make the assumption if it's still been close, Owasi probably doesn't fall again, and that's we don't know that for sure, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a close race through the mid game. Since we did different routes, we wasn't really sure how much of a lead we got because of this double desert deep that you guys made. So I was on the edge.
Yeah. I thought that the dip was not too hard because we still needed to double dip the area because you want to get the boost before you go to the mountain.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was not that hard. But yeah, it's still going twice to pod. But
yep.
I don't know if that's avoidable.
There were, and of course, this seed just had all these small keys that you all kept grabbing. It's like, why are we grabbing these small keys that you theoretically shouldn't need?
I think because I was like, okay, we need to go in the desert at some point, and I saw Book of Mudora in the Armless Hellway, and in my head, I had like four. I needed 4 keys, but we just needed 3.
Yep, that makes sense. But yeah, no, I'm just in general, like you had to get the Thieves Town small key, which you wouldn't normally need with a Pendant Thieves. You had to get the Swamp small key, which you wouldn't normally need. You had to get both Castle Tower keys. Like all these extra keys you had to get GT small keys because the GT big key decided to be in GT.
Yeah.
Like these are just not things you see in pilot spoiler normally. Just
Yeah.
the C decided you had to get a bunch of extra small keys today.
At least all those keys wasn't in a terrible place. So
Mhm.
we only had to like hard double dip pod, I think.
Yeah, I think
And
that's it.
it's cool because of the mirroring
Yeah, but
and yeah, but it's
skull.
cool was
Again,
yeah.
front of skull is not. Is yeah, the
Yeah.
front of skull is,
Yeah.
in Key Sandy really is kind
Yeah.
of overworldish anyway.
So at least that was a pretty nice hit on the small placements.
All right, so
But they had
Scary Owl.
a bit of an
Go ahead.
argument in Skullhood. I was like, go to pinball room, and then he opens the chest with a piece of heart, and he's like, why you make me get a piece of heart? I'm like, no, pinball room, dude, pinball room. What is pinball room? Dude, go all the way. Mirror.
Oh,
You will get it.
the room where everything pinballs everywhere. That's
Yeah.
the pinball room. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, Scary Owl. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for the 2Pearl2Furious this
Yeah,
season.
it is. The Boingers, I think we're a strong team to face as a first
Mhm.
opponent in the playoff.
Yep.
So we're not like it's not like a oh my god, I couldn't see this happening. So that's all right for me. It's gonna be I'm gonna stop Rando here for until next summer. So I'm gonna have my RPG break.
Okay, cool.
And I think it was I don't know what's his plan. So I think our team we're gonna go back on a break here, and we hope the Boingers all the luck until if they can get into invitational, that's good for us because next year we can't face them again.
All right, thank you, Scary Olive, and good luck to your team and your all of you in the future. So you're moving on.
Yeah.
Not sure who you're facing yet because that has not been decided. It'll either be I'm gonna say this wrong, so apologies. Biumverat and Dead Rock, you like a Burnacane.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. Anything you could say about those teams?
Yeah, coming to playoffs in league, there's no easy match because everyone's getting so good at the game.
So
So
true, so true.
so anyone we face is gonna be a hard match.
Mhm.
So let's hope for the best because we're one BO3 of getting to invitation. So let's hope for the best and GG's for 2Pearl2Furious. It was a pleasure playing them. Have a nice break. So taking a break from Rand, it's good. Sometimes I took one this year.
Sometimes you just gotta take some time
Yeah,
off.
yeah. And let's just wait who we will face, and we'll try our best to get into the final conference finals and get the promotion to the invitational
All right.
next
Well, good luck to
season.
you. All right.
And a huge shout outs for all the streamers, Tracy who did the comms here, trackers, and not quite sure who did the trackers, but shout
We
out
had
to
Arya
everyone
Stark.
because without them the race room would have happening. So shout out to you and see you next time.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and that's pretty much gonna do it for us. There are other matches going on. Half hour after this one started, we had over on SpeedGaming 5, Past the Vicania versus Ed was supposed to carry us. Also pilot spoiler, so they're probably close to done. It's their game too. PH versus Miendiam. I always pronounce that wrong, so apologies. And then I think there's an invitational race going on right now. Oh, that's also pilot spoiler. That's probably over as well. So, but if that's still going over on SpeedGaming 2, go ahead and check that out. Tomorrow we have for Invitational, We All Should Hover Every Day versus Potato Pouch Game 3, All Dungeons, Gem and Act the Boker versus Tam and Drogor. And for let's see. For Open, we have the Underachievers versus Where's My Meme Item. Playing Randomizer, I believe that is their second game, but officially game 1 based on who chose the mode. That'll be GFE and Sabotender versus Amaranth and Zeruvian. So those channels have not been decided yet, so keep an eye on your SpeedGaming schedules to find out where those were. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Huge shout outs to our runners, our pilots, Arya Stark on the tracking, the MVP behind the scenes, can't do without the trackers. But that'll do it for us. We'll see you at the next race.